literally that. No. No words. No words. To describe. I should have said the poem. So beautiful. So beautiful. Other people need to see what I've seen. They need to see.
These are the spiritual as much as physical voyages of the Co-Federation, Solar, Sunn&SztarrszRiszesz,
Co-Secretary General Sztate
restore to heaven on our and every earth as our spiritual genealogical Voyager and shared her and his family community enterprise. Our new millennial year's mission to rediscover and re-understand, sustain, and explore are and all are in fact familiar new worlds of family community, of the tree of love, life, and light throughout the solar system and universe, to restore, renew, and sustain our and new life and new sustainable civilizations, past, present, retroactively, and now, rebalance, and future, always balancing, to lovingly, genealogically, and boldly become, and be space-time travelers wherever and where we have, in his dimensional reality, all in part being before, yet also never been before, in alternative space-time lines that are circles, which are of the universal EQ, IQ, and SQ continuum, balanced combinations of the ever-expanding circle which spirals and grows, budding and blooming in space-time. Love and live enlightened, ever young, long, and prosper all, both in each and every one. Engage your hearts, mind, soul, and body, for we all, both and each, both and all, can, must, and marvelously and miraculously make it so.
In the thunder's blast, she emerges, her eyes on fire, the mighty priestess. She is risen from the nativity of Kandra. She is risen from the fires of the earth. She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
She is risen. She is risen.
We are risen.
We all are risen by my intercession.
महालक्ष्मी मृडप्रिया महारूपा महापूज्या महापातकनाशिनी महामाया महासत्त्वा महाशक्ति महारथी महाभूता महेश्वर्या महावीर्या महाबला महाबुद्धि महासिद्धि महायोगीश्वरेश्वरी महातंत्र महामंत्र महायंत्र महासना महायागक्रमाराध्या ओम महाभैरवपूजिता महेश्वर महाकल्पक महातांडव साक्षिणी महाकामेशमतिथि महात्रिपुर सुंदरी चतुष्षष्टि उपचाराढ्य चतुष्षष्टि कलामयी महाचतुष्षष्टिकोटियोगिनी गणसेविता
Celestial event. No. Words. Words. Describe. I should have said. The poet. So beautiful. So beautiful. People need to see what I've seen. They need to see.
Poetesses and poets, musicians, co-secretary generals, co-saviorahs, equinox through cues of divine democracy, co-secretary generals, co-saviorahs, divine democracy. sorry I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I gave
This day I call the heavens and the earths as witnesses intercessorily for and hopefully and prayerfully not against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose love and life with light, so that you and your children may live. For I give you good doctrine, forsake ye not our new millennial law.
Okay. Let us appreciate. Maybe made sunflowers for purity and blessing. This is Anna Marie singing Christmas, and I am Cherokee, Cheyenne, Blackfoot, and Algonquin, Dakota. And I am also a French, English, and German. To create identity. That means we are all related. We embrace the new millennial golden rule as the law of all the natives of the sacred ground that is Mother Earth and all the planets of all the universes.
Children of planet Earth, female and male, especially our youth, female and male, age 37 and younger, but all our women of all ages and all the people of Earth, and older men too, bringing up the rear, as they must do for a while if we are to regain the balance that we need to sustain our planet. You can read the New Millennial Golden Rule at 5050now.wordpress.com. I am Estrella Mariama Rajel, one family, Tapao True Q, Equinox True Q. I am a first but not last or only cosmic Christ I pray and I act intercessorily for you all, because you are on a road to ruin right now. There is certainly ruin in front of you. You have been choosing to ignore this matter of parity of gender in decision-making and balance of love and work. Here in North America, this very technologically overserved but anthropologically underdeveloped part of the world. You have been giving the wrong message to many other cultures, developing cultures like China and India and those of Africa. And your message has been one of domination, domination, domination. This is a nation of domination instead of a natural, marvelous miracle of nativities. You have been throwing away your birthrights to divine democracy and instead choosing control, control, control. You're trying to control every living being, every seed on this planet. Guess what? Guess what, you little goofballs? Mother, Father, Goddess, God is a little larger than you are in all of your thump, thump, thump domination of males and females who flock to the thump, thump, thumping males. Mother, Father, Goddess, God is a little bigger than you. You've all picked the wrong horse in North America. The right horse is gender parity, paradisal gender parity. The wrong horse is what you have picked, planeticidal, plutonic patriarchy. I say to you that because I am doing these broadcasts and I have the insight and the consciousness to welcome you back to my arms when you come running to them, which you will do. You will do that. You're coming back, running back to your mother, because you're about to experience a series of horrors that boggles the imagination. I can tell you that based on what is occurring in my own experience with the people that I know. They are in profound denial that there are profound implications to governments that for thousands of years have a preponderance, and in some cases only, but in most cases, an extreme preponderance of men and not enough women. And the only women in them are women who identify with men in their modes, in their way of thinking, and in their priorities. This, my dear friends, is on collision course with the Mother, Father, Goddess, God right now. You have remained silent and absent from these broadcasts, too many of you. I'm trying to make it easier for you by getting other people who I think have some expertise to come to these broadcasts. But it takes me a while to do these tasks. And a lot of people don't know what I'm doing. Some people do. I've sent millions of emails. So people do know about the New Millennial Golden Rule. There's been a lot of denial about this going on in North America because a lot of American women really hate their mothers. I've come to that conclusion, especially women who were raised in the 30s and the 40s. They really hate their mothers. And the mothers don't like them too much either if the mothers are still around on this planet. Those who are blessed to have mothers are disrespectful of their daughters, and their daughters are disrespectful of their mothers. They do not have a cooperative relationship because they don't know how to form a circle with extended family and community. They're isolated in little enclaves of intense rivalry and over hothouse emotional reactivity to each other. The women are crazy, as what George Carlin said. The women are crazy. And the reason, and he also said, women are crazy and men are stupid. And the reason women are crazy, he said, is that men are stupid. And you know why men are so stupid? because they think they're supposed to be on top instead of side to side, as in a yin yang that is vertically arranged symbol. They think they're supposed to be on top and crushing women, and that women like that. And you know what? Some women have been crushed so long, they do like it. They like being crushed, and they like crushing their own children. Guess what all that crushing is going to wind up for you with? I say you're on due for a very major series of earthquakes in North America. Mother Nature is going to give you the big heave-ho. I wish it were so. I'm going to continue to broadcast and make it known to everyone who knows me that my arms are open to women and to youth, female and male, and age 37 and younger. You've been hanging back. You've been establishing wherever you can a hierarchy. Wherever it's possible, a male tries to be over a female, or a female tries to put herself under a man, so she thinks she will be more attractive or protected by him. She's not protected by him because she's destroying her planet. So we have a lot of little young bimbo girls. We have a lot of older women who are very drone-like, who have no contact with each other, who have no context of their family tree. The men and their families are overvalued as if they were black knights, not white knights, black knights, heaving their javelins wherever they can in order to prove what? That their admiring women were right to admire them as the great big thump thump? I don't know. This is very bizarre to me. You people are bizarre. You're bizarre. You have the model of Atlantis. I've tried to share it with you. Instead, you're picking the fall of the Roman Empire. You're picking the fall of the Holy Roman Empire, which is even more crash sound. Because they weren't holy. They were very unholy. They had neglected the divine feminine for thousands of years even then, and you're yet doing it. So many of you, you really are dumb. I have to tell you, you really are dumb. You're dumber than dumb, and I don't really have the words to tell you how stupid you are. I'm not trying to mince words anymore. You're really on the wrong horse. Mother Nature and Father Time are ready to do you in. I've warned you all. My arms are open to you. You know you can call me 24/7. I'll do what I can to get my emails out to you to try to give you an understanding of what you're not. You're confusing tokenism with parity. You're confusing gradualism with achievement of parity. You've been gradualizing your tokenism, and it's getting lousier and lousier. The women more and more masculinized. The men more and more disgusted with the women. Year after year after year now, the men learning less from women and the women learning everything wrong from men. I don't think I can help you anymore. I think the only force that can help you is some very severe feedback from Mother, Father, Goddess, God. I don't wish this on anybody, but I see that you cannot see that you are on the wrong road and that your road is going over a cliff. You are going like lemmings, riding your big daddy thump thump figures right over the cliff. And you seem to want it that way. I've come to the conclusion that the people in this culture are so identified with aggressive domination that they would prefer to die, to actually die and to cause death of millions and billions of people, rather than to give up that way of thinking. They don't want to give up the way of thinking that is hierarchy and domination. They don't want to give it up. Now, You know that every major faith in the world preaches the opposite of that. Every major faith in the world preaches love. The problem is that the purveyors of the major faiths in many cases have been mostly men. So right at the get-go, it's the world's oldest prejudice, as Jack Hannon wrote, and the religious environment is one of complete hypocrisy. 100 and I don't know what's a bad number, 119% hypocrisy. You're not going to make it, folks. I can tell you that right now. I am doing what I can. I'm tired. You haven't been listening to me for a long time. You haven't been listening to your mother for a very, very long time. You who have the Dorothy Dinner-Side-itis, that you spend too much time with mommy in childhood and you yearn for daddy so badly that you don't care what daddy does. In fact, you encourage daddy. You've been encouraging your daddies to be more and more reckless, more and more misogynist, more and more divisive. You've been pushing your daddies that way. You ladies, you've been pushing your daddies that way. You bimbos, you've been telling them, Daddy, duke it out with this one, and Daddy, duke it out with that one. Daddy, you're big John Wayne Duke. Duke it out. You'll win, Daddy. This is what all the little bully bimbo girls are saying to their fathers. You, Daddy, you do it. And I'll just find my little comfortable niche. I won't make any laws and I won't make too much noise, but you give me a couple crumbs. As long as I keep my hair dyed properly. You're caricatures of people. You've become characters. You don't know what a family is. You don't know what a community is. You don't know anything about anything. You've lost how to go from A to B. You don't know how to get through all the alphabet. You can't get there from B to Z and including A. You don't know how to do it. You're not learning and you're not trying to learn. You're resisting learning and you're saying, no, I won't. No, I won't give up patriarchy. No, I won't. No, I won't give it up. So then don't. Don't give it up. Cling to it unto death. But I'm hoping that just before that moment, you have an epiphany. And you pick up the phone and you get on this conference line, 641-715-3580, access code 773342. The line is open. And you call me and you say, what is that new one golden rule? I want that. That is my law. That's the law of the world. That's the law of the world. That's simple, folks. I'm a cosmic Christ. I've been around the universe. I can see that I made a terrible mistake in my life. I thought you were rational people. I did not recognize early enough in my life the extremity of genderism in the North American culture. I couldn't figure out, why did my casinas never return a phone call? Why did I send them so many cards and nobody ever sent me or anyone else a card? Now I know why. Because you found some thump guy to hide behind and you hid behind him for 25 years. And you covered up the light that was within you and you put instead a big, dark, ugly face and said, I'm going to control and divide just like the guys. And I'm going to ignore any woman that gives me any kind of flack and challenges my thinking. And I'm going to go right ahead and imitate men as well as flocking to them to protect me while I do not do a thing to protect the female gender or their children. We rank 94th in the world in representation for women when ties are counted. We rank number 1 in the world for nuclear bombs and silos. We rank 0. We are at the very bottom on family leave. And we pretend we have feminism in the United States. We have reactive, co-optated, vulnerable, but identified with the aggressive insanity in the United States. You are insane. You're so insane that you won't hear a word I'm saying. You're going to block it all right out. It's going to go right over your head. So guess what's going to happen as we enter the month of March of Women's History Month? You're going to have most likely some earthquakes in Fukushima. I expect it. I expect that some of the most precious children in my family are going to become terribly injured or face death. Their mothers will not face that they did this to their own children, because for over a 3-year period now, they've been refusing to say one word, one sentence that has both the words parity and patriarchy in it. They cannot say it. You are clinging to daddy, ladies, and you hated your mamas. No wonder Mother Nature looks so bad in the United States. Methane clouds, and 2 of them really huge ones on the West Coast. You've had Katrina, you've had Sandy. You haven't seen the beginning. You haven't started. It hasn't started yet, folks. You don't realize how bad you can make it, and you're going to make it very bad. Now, I'm going to continue to stand here and be ready to receive you. I am the shining, standing, circling dove. I am circling you. You know I am here. You know what I am doing. You know that you're welcome here. You've known it for a long time. You've known it for a long time. You know how to call me. You know how to make peace. You know how to be reconciling. You know how to be reciprocal. You know how. You just haven't been trying. You decided that you have to fit in with daddy. And daddy is not reciprocal, and therefore you don't have to be either. You're all a bunch of bully girls in North America. The North American continent is filled with bullies, and a lot of them are women. You're emotional bullies. You bully your own children. You bully your own families. And if they won't go along with your bullying, you pretend they don't exist. You're identified with the aggressor because you're alienated from your mother. A goodly number of you, those who were born in the 30s, 40s, were poorly breastfed. You don't have a well-developed, what is called the limbic system of your brain. The bonding area is not well developed. It's poorly developed. You have lousy bonding. You have low memory. You don't remember the precious moments of your childhoods. It means nothing to you. You move on to the next job. Where's the next paycheck? That's what your memory is about. You're really as low as you could get in a what had been a materially wealthy area. Now you're going to face extreme poverty. You've let all of that so-called wealth accumulate in just a few sociopathic hands. We know about the Jubilees of the Bible. Even in patriarchy, they had a system for every 50 years redistributing the wealth because it was considered an act of goodliness and godliness and necessary for a human being. Our society threw that wisdom out the window several thousands of years ago. You don't have any wisdom. You're just a bunch of fools. Totally out of balance. I mean, pretty much totally. I was convinced of this tonight. Tonight I got the ultimate needle on the haystack that's going to blow over the whole haystack, and you're going to have a nuke of Fukushima. I know it. You are. And the people that I love that most, that have been betraying the divine feminine, you're going to be in the middle of it. You may be very severely harmed by it. I don't know if you're going to survive it. I hope so. because I love you, but I know that I'm working too hard and I can't outrun the speed of your stupidity. I cannot outrun the speed of your stupidity. You're moving much faster than I am in doing everything wrong. By withholding contact, by not making circles among women, by not talking about egalitarian culture with your youth, and by accepting patriarchy, and instead of looking for parity, you pretend the tokenism. With females who are identified with male values, instead of having balanced values that can assist men to become more balanced, you females have become either totally withdrawn and living vicariously through men, or so masculinized yourselves that you don't have any clue as to what the divine feminine is really about, and who the goddess is within you, and what she does, and what is estrogen. And what is estrogen in North America? It's a replacement therapy, isn't it? That's how we hear it referred to mostly, as a replacement therapy. You're very stupid. I love you anyway. Read 5050now.wordpress.com. Take 2 millennial golden rules. Take the 11 steps. Call me in the daytime hours, the middays hours, and the evening in the starry hours, and we'll have a circle on the air. We'll meet thee in the air, and meet me in the air, and deliver the new millennial golden rule together. As co-secretary generals, co-saviors of a new world that is sustainable and marvelous and miraculous, like budding, blooming flowers, with the heart lights on in all of us, on this and all planets. Every blessing.